I have seen polymer clayers talk about PolyClayPlay and ordering from that website for ages, and I finally placed my first order with them. So today I have for you an unboxing and some ideas of projects I'm going to work on in the future. So sort of a sneak peek too. Hi there, Sandy here. Welcome to another creative video at keepsakecrafts.net. So here is part of my invoice for my recent order from PolyClayPlay. And the reason I actually went there to begin with was that I was looking for some Pardo translucent clay, and somebody pointed out how much less expensive it was at this website, and they were absolutely right. And while I was there, you know, I just had to order another $100 worth of stuff because it was just wonderful. So these are fun. I think they're called Fat Daddy-O cutters. I love the box that they come in. That just makes me happy. I love keeping things tidy. And what's great is that these are acrylic, and they don't have a seam. And there are so many cool things you can do with this. In fact, on the website, they even mention that Helen Briel has a tutorial, I guess, for sanding down the edges. Maybe they're a little thick for cutting clay. I haven't had a chance to try them yet. They also mentioned that these can go in the oven, so you can actually use these as forms for creating boxes. What I want to do with these and with the other set I got, which I'll show you in a minute, is use them to cut shapes, but then also you can cut shapes within shapes and overlap shapes. And I just thought this would be fun. Some of the bigger ones I may not use as is. I mean, this would be kind of a monster pendant to cut, but I can see using it as the starting point and cutting other things out of it. So I'm excited about this. So here it is. Fat Daddy-O's nylon cutters. Seamless design, ideal for dough, fondant, and craft projects. Temperature resistant up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Durable, dishwasher safe. So cool. And like I said, the container that they come in makes me really happy. I love keeping things all tidy. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh yes, Inca Gold sample towers. I have done a lot of videos talking to you guys about Gilder's paste. I use them a lot. And a few of you have asked me if I've ever used Inca Gold. And I haven't. It's a little pricey, so I was really excited to find a sample tower. I mean, honestly, am I ever going to use more than this in, the rest of my life, polymer claying? Probably not. So I thought that it was great to get these smaller amounts, and I chose the bolds, the jewel tones, because that's just what I go for. Although if I place another order, I may get the metallics. So I thought those were just gorgeous. Oh, and this is, I'll save that for a minute. That was a freebie they threw in. And Swelligant. Swelligant dye oxides have been on my to-get list for a long, long time. And this one looks like fun. Milky white, so that'll give you kind of a shabby chic look. I also got a violet and Caribbean blue. Notice I'm nothing if not consistent in my choice of colors. I usually go for jewel tones if possible. And then these look like fun. These are glow in the dark powders, which just looks like so much fun. Let's see. They haven't been exposed to the light, but if I turn off the lights. Oh, a little bit. Okay, turn the lights back on. A little bit of glowing. That was kind of fun. I've got aqua, green, and purple. Again, consistent. And this was a freebie that came. Oh, this came not with the powders, but with the Inca Gold. Either end, double-sided curved spatula. Either end perfect for scooping out powders or paint. Well, those are kind of nifty. So that was a nice little freebie they threw in. So I'm looking at the shape thinking, It's always fun when you get things that make you go, Oh, the bead piercing pins. Again, I think Ginger Davis Almond has mentioned, oh, that's what I was starting to say about the powders. She mentioned using them. I made a project, one of the last projects that was in Polymer Cafe magazine was a glow-in-the-dark fairy garden lamppost. And it came out really cute and I was pleased with it, but the clay that I used did not last very long, like maybe barely 5 minutes glowing in the dark, which was a little disappointing. All right, back to the bead piercing pins. This is another thing I believe Ginger at the Blue Bottle Tree mentioned, that these are really fine and really sharp. There's been many times when I've said I want something really fine and really sharp, so I got some of those. Oh yes, I have, I just recently got the larger set of Makin's clay core adapters, and I'm planning on making a video using those and playing with them. Oh, and here's a little thingy about the Inca Gold, so that'll be useful. And then this is the reason I actually started the order. Ha, that was fun. Was the Pardo Art Clay Transparent. I've been doing a few things with it. I've made some canes, and I've got ideas for projects using those canes. I love the Pardo art clay, and I will not go back to another. Here we go. I got 6 of them. They're like $2.40 each. It was so much less expensive than Amazon, which I think was close to $5 each, 5 or 6. But I won't go back to any other translucent, because this one, the Pardo, just bakes clear. It doesn't yellow. It was driving me crazy using the Primo. I'd make something blue and it would come out green because it had yellowed so much in the oven. And then I got a few colors of clay because the prices were good. My local Michaels and AC Moore has really cut back on what they carry. So a couple of my favorite colors like Souffle, Cherry Pie, and Igloo, and Wasabi, which I've been loving lately. They don't always have them, so I got a few of those. Like I said, the price was right. And then there was one item that was back ordered, and so this came in the mail. It was very kind of her to send my whole order and then sent this along. And I opened this and I scratched my head and said, did I order that? I don't remember ordering that. Did I order that? I don't remember ordering that. Huh. But then I found she tricked me. It's like Christmas when you put things in the wrong box. And this is another set of those Fat Daddy-O cutters, which I think is going to be really useful to have. Just this football shape. It's a beautiful shape for petals and a beautiful shape to layer and cut other shapes out of. I'm really excited about the possibilities of using these. So that was my order. That was a lot of fun. I think I will definitely order from these folks again. They have a lot of tools that are difficult to find elsewhere, and their prices are quite reasonable. So I hope that you enjoyed that, and that maybe I've given you some ideas and inspiration along the way. Happy creating.